In velvet hours, when the world falls still, I think of you, not as a fleeting thought, but as the heartbeat beneath every silence. The sky, dressed in a robe of midnight blue, hums the lullaby of stars, and there in that quiet, I feel you most. Your name moves through me like a hymn, half remembered, sweet with longing. You are the gravity that pulls my scattered thoughts into orbit, the answer my soul whispers when the night grows heavy with want. I remember your laugh like it's stitched into my skin, a melody echoing in every empty room I walk through. Without you, even the moon seems to wait with me, silver and slow, casting shadows that look like arms reaching, perhaps mine, perhaps yours. In the hush of the hours we do not share, I hold your essence like a flame between my palms, afraid it might vanish if I breathe too hard. You are not a memory, you are a presence, vivid, burning, achingly close. The velvet of night softens the world, but sharpens my ache for you. I do not merely miss you. I feel you like light feels drawn to the dark. When dawn stretches its golden limbs across my room, I wake in the shape of your absence. I trace the sun across my sheets, as though it were your touch, left behind in linen and breath. It's cruel almost, how morning arrives without you, dressing the walls in warmth, while my arms remain cold. I move through the day with your name tucked beneath my tongue, unsaid but always present, like the hook of a familiar song. Everything I touch feels a step removed from joy, unless you're in it. The coffee that lacks your laughter, the streets that don't echo your footfall, the sky that holds no reflection of your eyes. Time, it seems, is stretched thin when you're far, and the hours bleed together in a haze of waiting. But even in this ache, I hold a strange gratitude, for to miss you this deeply is proof that what we share is real, rooted in something larger than the days that try to keep us apart. I wear your love like a second skin, a warmth no wind can strip from me. In the quiet corners of ordinary hours I carry you always. When I see your face, even in memory something inside me stills, like the ocean bowing beneath the pull of the moon. There's magic in the simplicity of how you look at me, as though I'm both the question and the answer, the storm and the calm. I remember the way your fingers trace thoughts across my skin, wordless poems written in touch. There's a sacredness in our silences too, when the world doesn't demand us to speak, only to be. You've taught me that love doesn't need grand gestures to be profound. It lives in shared glances, in the quiet breath before laughter, in the steadiness of knowing that no matter where we are, we belong. Your love is a tether to something deeper than place or time. I carry it like a lighthouse carries light, not to be consumed by it, but to guide others home. And you, my love, are home. The kind that doesn't need doors or walls, just the closeness of your soul next to mine. Even apart, I feel you like gravity, constant, unseen, powerful beyond explanation. I remember the first time our eyes met, not just met but saw each other, like recognition between stars born eons apart, but destined to align. Something ancient stirred in me, like I had waited lifetimes for that one glance. And ever since I've been writing love letters in my mind, composed of stolen moments and unspoken dreams. With you the world shifted, subtly at first, like sunlight turning on a stone, and then completely. Suddenly songs made more sense. Books, once silent, began to hum with truth. You gave color to things I didn't know were gray. How does one thank someone for bringing their soul back into bloom? For me it's these words that try, imperfectly, to hold the infinite depth of what you mean to me. You are not just the love of my life, you are the poetry within. You make the hours shimmer, even the mundane ones, because love doesn't wait for perfection. It lives in imperfection, in shared chaos, in mismatched socks and sleepy kisses. And still, in all that ordinary mess, you make everything feel extraordinary. At night I find myself listening to the echoes of your voice, even when you're not near. Not just the words but the spaces between them. The pauses that feel like safe places to rest. You've become my favorite rhythm, the one I keep humming without realizing. There is no silence you haven't softened, no fear you haven't helped soothe. I never thought love could be both a wildfire and a sanctuary, but here you are, proving it every day. You make me want to be more. Not to change who I am, but to become who I was always meant to be. Your belief in me is a mirror that reflects not only who I am, but who I can become. I want to build with you, build quiet mornings and wild dreams, build memories from mismatched moments, build a life not free from struggle, but full of love so fierce, it withstands every storm. You are not just a chapter in my story, you are the ink, the binding, the worn cover I reach for again and again. With you, love is not fragile, it is enduring, it is whole. Sometimes I wonder if you feel this pull too. The gravity that draws me to you, even when distance stretches its arms between us. Love, with you, feels like a tide. I do not resist, I surrender to its current, willingly swept into every depth you offer. And oh, how deep you are. A soul layered in kindness, in quiet strength, in the kind of laughter that mends. You don't just take space in my life, you fill it with meaning. I look at the world through the lens of you now. A song isn't just a song if it reminds me of your smile. A sunset becomes a promise when I imagine your hand in mine, beneath its light. You are the meaning hidden in moments I once passed by. I hope you know the weight you carry in my heart, not heavy, but foundational, like bedrock beneath all I hope and dream. Your love is not something I ever take for granted. It's a gift I hold close, careful not to let the world roughen its edges. With you, love is sacred. With you, I am whole.